Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to install a 58 or 59 Chevrolet or GMC hubcap, which is an inner nub, on a Detroit steel wheel. Here we go. So some of you guys are working on 58 and 59 Chevrolets or GMC pickups, and you want to run this type hubcap on a Detroit steel wheel. When I ordered my wheels, Detroit steel wheel wouldn't install the clips, I believe, because these caps have what's known as the inner nub inside piece on this hubcap. Most hubcaps that are put on these wheels are this style, which is the outer nub. So you can see how you could put a clip pretty easily on there and pop it on. This one's going to take some modifications, and because these need to be modified, I don't believe Detroit Steel Wheels puts the clips on because of that. So they suggested that I run the original dog dish that they sell, or the little Mooney cap, and install this to it. Well, that won't work because there's not enough space between this and the Mooney to connect and seat up to the wheel properly. So this is the way we're going to install these on this wheel today. Now, my wheels happen to be painted because I took for granted that the little moon cap was going to connect to that hubcap, no problem. So I'm kind of going backwards, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to start by taping this wheel off so that we can get it set up and mark it for the clips we got. I'm just taping up the center. I'm not going to tape around the whole edge because I basically just need to mark this. I'm just going to keep that hubcap from scratching anything while I'm trying to test fit it. Now, we purchased a bunch of clips from a guy online, and there's several different clip makers out there. We purchased this from an individual that was on Instagram, and these are the clips here. So in order for this clip to work, it basically has to fit just inside this lip. It can't go underneath that edge right there. If it does, you won't get that out from underneath there. You'll never be able to get that. Well, you won't be able to get the hubcap off without destroying it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this hubcap, and because it's got the inner nub section here, it's going to fit right down inside this wheel, no problem. So we're just going to place it in there, and you can seat it down in there, and you see it won't move. Now we're going to take our ink pen, if you can find it. Now we'll take our ink pen and we're going to mark the outside edge of that so I know right where it's at. The edge of this clip, right there, the flat part's going to go on the inside of the hubcap, not the mounting side, needs to go, it needs to be lined up right with that ink pen mark that I just made. So you can see here, you can see that this edge of this is flat, and the wheel actually has a roll to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 of these clamps, and we're going to bend this to where it has that roll is exactly the same. I've got this dolly here that's 3/4 inch round rod, and I'm going to hammer this edge over that rod until it gets a good curve. Now I know that this edge is gonna, it's not gonna, this edge right here is not gonna meet up with where the rim is. I know it already needs to be about an 1/8 inch down. So I'm just going to take these and bend them just a little bit by hand. Won't hurt. And now you can see, now when I mount that down, that edge will be right on the wheel. Now that I've got one done, I know what pattern. This has got dual patterns. It's got the 4.5 and 4 3/4. I'm using the 4 3/4, and I know I've got 5 clips for each hubcap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line these hubcaps with the hole that I'm not using on here, and that will evenly distribute the clips. So again, I'm just going to line this edge up with my ink pen mark. Mark that hole there. That's where I'm going to drill a hole. The kit came with a tap and a drill and some machine screws, but trying to tap through a 1/4 inch, this is a 1/4 inch thickness, trying to tap through that with a little bitty thin 1/8 inch tap, it doesn't want to do it. It just doesn't want to cut it very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill it all the way through, and I've got my screws here, and I'm just going to screw it completely to it. Now with the spring-loaded punch, I can go ahead and get a punch started for my drill bit. Now I've chosen a drill bit for my 1024 screws. They're 3/4 inch long. I got a fat washer, a small lock washer, and then I got this kit that has 10 of the screws and 10 nuts. So that's the 3 items I use. These are 1024 by 3/4 inch, and just got the corresponding washers with it. Okay, I went ahead and used a smaller drill bit. That way I could pre-drill that, and then I can open it up to the right size, correct size. Okay, good deal. Now we need to clean that stuff out and pull the tape off. If you had not painted your wheels, you wouldn't have to tape them off. You could do that without taping them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and install all my clips. I'm going to take one screw, put a flat washer on it, like so. Put it on the clip itself. Get a lock washer and a nut, and then we can go ahead and mount that up on there. I went ahead and put all those screws and big washers all together with the clips, because even though I'm putting this tiny little, that's how small they are, this tiny little lock washer on that screw, which is going to help, I'm going to go ahead and use some red Loctite just for safety. Go ahead and put that in there. Do that with my right hand. There we go. Now all the clips are installed. Let's get to the hubcap part. Slicing and dicing. Okay. What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to eliminate this lip right here. So we're gonna trim it right up to the edge of that chrome and pull that lip off. I'm going to go ahead and tape this thing off so that I don't mess it up also. We're going to tape that, and we're going to tape that center part off right there because we might end up laying it down on that, and I don't want to bump it and scratch it. Okay, there you go. We're going to use a 4-inch cutoff wheel that's a 1/16 inch thick, and I'm just going to run it right around there. Now if I had a smaller one, a smaller diameter will get you tighter in there, but this one will work just fine. There it is. You saw it fall in there. That's what we're looking for right there. Removing that ring. Use a little flat disc to just knock that edge down. There you go. That's what you're looking for right there. See the edge? I've just trimmed that inner part. This is a double structure on these, and it is from the factory as well. This has got a steel inner and then a stamped chrome or stainless outer that just stamps right over the edge of that. So we've trimmed it right up to the edge of the chrome. Now we're good to go. Pull this tape off. Alright, we can drop her right on the wheel now. Now we can pop it on there. Go ahead and start by getting 2 clips down there. There you go. She's good to go. And there you go. It's on. It's ready to go. We're going to take this one and put it on the truck. Hope they help you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. See you later.